So I bought this Lexus ISF with a few issues that I've been remedying slowly with my friend Ryan. So a few weeks back, actually a few months now, I had bought a Subaru WRX for shits and giggles. I was getting ready for winter. I wanted it for winter. And then ultimately just wasn't what I wanted. So I decided instead to sell it and get the car that I've been wanting for a long time. And I knew another factor that I was having issues with is living with the fact that I would have to get a car with a lot of miles. Like this one has close to 200,000 miles. I bought it with 197, and then the dealership, I don't know, they drove it a little bit before I flew down there. I guess they were just testing it supposedly, but there were just a few weird quirks about the car. Like there was screws holding in the bumper, the front bumper. There were just things that made me wonder if there was an accident that nobody reported and they just live with it. So I'm slowly fixing this car, making it to what I want it to be, excuse me. So far, one of the big things was the headlights. One of the headlights wasn't working. It was a Vland headlight off eBay, Amazon. It's a popular choice for a lot of people because it looks modern. It modernizes a car, gives it a facelift, gives it a nice LED look. And they're cool. They're super cool. They look really nice when they work. So finally it was fixed. We just literally, well, I should say he went through with it, cleaned it up a little bit, took some of the gunk off, and that seemed to fix it for now. The strange thing was, as usual, it had to fix itself when I got there. So I don't know if there's some connectors that are expanding while it gets cold, because it's really cold right up in the north. And I'm slowly making it my car. I put winter tires on it. Came with really nice wheels. Unfortunately, they're 19s. I wasn't looking for 19s. I really wanted 18s because just the expense, the ease of finding replacements for the wheels, especially winter setup, summer setup, all season setup, all day long. I could find them super cheap, really good brand, Michelin, Bridgestone, that type of stuff. But when it comes to specialty winter tires, that's a pain in the ass. So, but 200,000 miles isn't anything for this car. I mean, it drives as if it was new. The minor issues that I've had with it are irrelevant. It's a Lexus. That's why I trusted this car. I hate to sound cliche, but it's a Lexus. I knew I didn't have to worry about it. I've had Toyotas in the past. I had a Toyota Camry, had 250,000 miles, was running like a top when I sold it. My brother-in-law had one. He barely took care of it, running like a top, no problems. Also got up to 250,000 miles before he sold it. And they're really nice cars. Lexus is a little bit different. The ISF is a little bit different, but I trust Lexus. So without any issues so far, I'm happy with the car. I'm hoping to do a bunch of stuff to it, kind of modernize it, make it more reliable, just do things that regular maintenance should take care of. It has the power that I want for now, so I'm not going to be doing anything stupid and just making it totally unreliable. So yeah, more to come in the future. It's a lot of tape, dude.
Yeah, it is. They did a bad job of taping it.
Right. My guess is they took the bumper off, try to fix the headlight.
Yeah.
And then,
well, yeah, because it's a weatherproof plug, and it's obviously not weatherproof anymore because there's just fucking loose electrical tape.
Right.
Yeah, no, this is probably it.
Is it burned up?
No, it's not burned up, but one of the pins is kind of corroded looking. It's just kind of a weird, they got like hot glue holding this.
That, from my understanding, that's normal.
Sure, for like the install of the headlights, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's Let me take the rest of this tape here off.
They do some of that from factory, don't they?
Not like that. They have this conduit that
Right.
is kind of busted, and it looks like they put... This tape might be from there, but you can kind of tell where it turns into theirs.
Right.
Yeah, it sucks that this is busted, because that totally takes away from any of the weatherproofing that was once there. So moisture is free to get in it, you know.
Probably gonna have to improvise.
Yeah, there's just some like nasty shit.
How much of a pain in the ass would it be to replace that, if you ever need to?
You would have to have the tool to de-pin this, whatever that would be, but otherwise, no, wouldn't be too bad. You just need to take a picture of where the wires go, you know, and then pop each pin out and just put it in a new one. Because this side seems fine. It seemed like they re-pinned this for the for these headlights.
Well, yeah, which would make sense. They have to make them work.
Yeah.
With the factory harness.
Yeah, and the pins themselves look fine. It's just inside of here where it's a little. It's not like disgusting.
I was worried, dude. I was worried it was going to be fried up in there. Quite frankly.
I mean, it could just be their tape, because this was already kind of loose to begin with.
Which I could see it impacting it.
Yeah.
So it doesn't have a solid connection.
Yeah, and this was pulled out further anyways. I'm sure their tape wasn't really holding much. You know what I mean? So that could be it. I mean, they weren't like super corroded, but the whole thing was kind of loosey-goosey. I just want to see if like vibration is doing it. What the fuck? Is that supposed to be bolted on or something?
I imagine so. Because that comes off the OEM one and goes onto that one.
Seems okay. I bet it's this. This is pretty sketch. The nice thing is you don't really have to remove the headlight to fix it. It's just the bumper, which is kind of a pain.
I think I've seen people remove the liner, the wheel liner instead, to get into that.
To get to this?
Yeah.
You could. It'd be a lot tighter though.
Right.
I would probably just take the bumper off. It doesn't take that long. Especially when you got wood screws all over the place. Much easier.
That's what I get for being a cheap ass.
Yeah.
Trying to save money.
Do you know how you adjust them?
There's a... Let's see if I can see it. Right there. See that white, very distinct dealie right there? You rotate it. I think it's like an 8mm or a 10mm. Could be worse, I suppose, given everything else.
Yeah, no, that doesn't seem too bad if you want to.
You probably use Walmart stuff.
That's pretty good stuff. You can tell the difference after it's been on the car for a while.
Right. I mean, it looks pretty.
The nicer stuff seems to hold up better after like being on the car for however long.